What did you think of the distribution methods with Ring of Honor and TNA both in the early days? Because Ring of Honor was a big tape trader, which obviously you
Yeah.
had an affection for because you grew up in the tape trading scene or you eventually
Yes.
came into it. But at the same time, I'm sure you knew that it was a very limited market. Very well done, like a very successful market for the time period, but limited. And then TNA,
Yes.
they were doing the weekly pay-per-views at first. So what were your thoughts on the different methods and the of the two
So I
companies?
so yeah, like I mean just because the way I was raised, like you'd mentioned, I loved the whole, DVD, the tape trading, the RF video, go through RF, you could get this. Uh I was a weekly purchaser of the TNA pay-per-views because I think Jeff Jarrett's actually the one I heard say this, and it was kind of a great selling point to me, which, hindsight being 2020 was not necessarily true, but the way he pitched it was in 2000, 2001, every month WWE had a pay-per-view, ECW had a pay-per-view, WCW had a pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
That means if you're a wrestling fan and you want to watch wrestling on pay-per-view, you're coming off $90 a month.
Crazy.
Well, the market had changed. Only WWE was doing a pay-per-view. That's 30.
Yep.
So if you buy 4 TNA pay-per-views a month at $10, you're spending $70, but it's still $20 cheaper than what you were spending before. And in my brain, I was like, that makes all the sense in the world. Not thinking if the ECW pay-per-views were selling well and the WCW pay-per-views were selling
They'd still
well,
be in
they
business.
probably wouldn't be out of business. But
Yeah.
I was the idiot spending the $90 a month. So
I mean, I
in
think it made sense though. I mean, I can understand
yes,
why you would believe it, and I understand why they were thinking it because it worked before. Because there was a period where all three were doing fairly well. I mean, I can't
yes,
say I don't know what ECW did with buys. I can't claim to know, but at the very least, WCW and WWE were both coexisting with one a month.
yes. And it's just one of those things where like what again, you don't have to hard sell me on buying wrestling stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got wrestling. Here's my money. What do I got to do with it? Right? Like, but I was fascinated by the TNA method, but even then I knew like they're gonna need more than just this weekly pay-per-view thing, because as as big of the names that they had, they still are a niche within a niche within a niche because a lot of people don't know it's a thing yet.
How are you going to get it
You
out there? You know?
exactly, like the whole end game was to get people to buy pay-per-view. But if you don't, a tree falls in the wood, and nobody's there to buy a pay-per-view, how are you going to make money?
Yeah.